I think it's been hyped up so much that to be successful, you need to build a real estate team. Okay. And I'm not saying it's not necessarily a wrong strategy, but it might be a little bit of a misguided strategy. I think there's a way to foster collaboration inside of a brokerage without having to have a team lead. And let's just do a scenario here. You are a salesperson that has high sales in your market and you're succeeding. You're making a lot of money, but you're getting busy. All right. You're getting so busy, you're starting to drop those balls and you need help. Well, if you're in a brokerage with other agents, you have help on the side ready and willing. You have some middle tier agents that are very good agents. They just don't have the same kind of drive that you have, or they haven't submitted as long and as much time to the real estate industry that will be more than willing to come alongside you and help. Instead of trying to structure a business inside of a business, talk to your broker and your managers and talk through the idea about helping find you more help. Maybe you read all these type of things and all these fail rates. And you're like, man, I don't really want to have to try to figure out how to juggle managing people and trying to maintain my sales. It is a difficult thing to do. Maybe you read these type of things and you got motivated to say, I want to do this, right? Great, fine, go for it. But I think there's a little bit of an easier point of entry. Why not, if you're busy, go talk to some of the agents in your office and say, look, I'm busy, I need help. You structure an arrangement that if you call upon them to help you with a client or buyer or seller, you will pay XYZ. Okay. They still have autonomy to do what they need to do. You can still market yourselves as a team, so you can still run with that idea, but the brokerage is still the one supporting the other agent as far as training them, mentoring them, and getting them equipped. The burden is still on that brokerage to equip that agent. You just have an agreed upon arrangement on as far as how they will be compensated when you give them business. It's still your client. You still retain that client as your client. They can't take that client. They can't market that client. You can even have an agreement that talks about referrals given by that client. You can structure this in a way where it's not so defined. It's not that I'm the team leader and these are my people and they can do nothing outside of me. You could be a little more fluid inside of that team structure, right? And you can still develop them and help that agent, but they can also still lean into the brokerage. And then the brokerage can absorb a lot of the responsibilities to train and equip them. So there's different ways to structure this, right? And then the other idea is look at more on the administrative side of things, right? Look at the administrative of like the transaction coordination side. If you're busy, boggled down in all the paperwork and all the communication trying to get something to closing, investigate and research a transaction coordinator, not necessarily an agent, somebody that can handle the day to day operations of facilitating your listings and your closing paperwork and the communications between all parties. That will free you up a lot of time to be able to still market yourself without having to manage a specific person. It doesn't mean you have to hire a TC to work on your team. It means you can find a service, maybe inside of your brokerage or elsewhere, that can take that burden off. Now, you will need to run through your broker and find out and make sure that they're okay with doing this, doing it this way. But there is a lot of services out there that can work very nicely and complement you in your business without you having to then operate with all the stuff we just talked about, right? Same thing with like real estate photography and closing agents and all these other little fields, right? That can come alongside you and be a part of your team, but not require you to have to manage them.